Hello Go Wilders. So this week's small wild act of wellness is slow eating. It's a really simple thing, but it's not necessarily easy to do, and if anything else, trying to do this week might show you how little time we actually spend eating our food. And quite often we'll have very rushed meals, particularly breakfast in our house is a bit harried, trying to get Bo to school on time and all of us to work on time. And the difficulty with eating quickly is that your body doesn't get a chance to digest properly. So it means that it can't extract all of the things out of the food that it needs. It also means that your body is probably in a flight or fight situation, which means it's less able to digest. So if you're kind of hyped up and full of energy and rushing, then you're not in that natural digestive state of mind and state of body. So you're not getting the maximum that you can get out of the food that you eat. And also there's a strong chance you're overeating because you're not giving your body a chance to register or time to register that it's actually receiving food in the belly. So the journey between the mouth and the belly takes time, and the belly is going to be sending messages to the brain to say, all right, I've had enough now. And if you're throwing food down at the rate of knots, that belly isn't going to get a chance to send its message before it becomes over full. So, you shouldn't really be feeling massively bloated and full at the end of a meal. You should be stopping at the point where you're feeling full. And apparently the first time you burp, so the first burp after you've kind of eaten, that's the point where you would stop eating. It means the belly's full and there's no room left. So what we've got to try and do this week is override the tongue, which I'm always saying this to Bodhi when he goes, I'm hungry, and I say, well, is it your tongue telling me that you're hungry, or is your belly actually hungry? So we also need to sort that out, and that's quite a big step actually, to be able to sort out in our minds whether we're just craving something because we want a change of flavour or are a bit bored or something like that, or are we genuinely hungry? So it's quite a big ask this week, really, to get you to try and eat slowly, give yourself time for meal times. Are you eating at your desk at lunchtime and rushing a sandwich before you go on to the next thing? Or are you actually going to get up, get away from the desk or the space that you're working in and go and eat somewhere and just give yourself half an hour to digest? How quickly do you jump up after you've finished a meal to start something else? Now, I'm terribly guilty of that. So this is going to be a real challenge for me this week. And maybe we can make an evening meal, an event where we sit down with the family and we just give ourselves time to digest afterwards. So we sit, we chat, and it might not be every night this week. Everybody's got different schedules. But if you can make some time to sort of sit down with whoever you live with, if you live with people, and have a meal where you can sit afterwards, for 20 minutes, half an hour, just drink a cup of tea or something to help you digest before you move on with the rest of the evening. So see how you get on. See what it throws up for you in terms of realisations maybe about how you live your life and maybe how you could slow down. Good luck, everybody. Bye.